Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jennifer Long, Machine Embroidery Manager at Riley Blake Designs, and I'm so excited to be here with you today to kick off the Prim Machine Embroidery Stitch Along. I am joining you here from my home studio where we are going to start block by block and stitch together the Prim Machine Embroidery version of this quilt. So exciting. So what is the Prim Machine Embroidery version of the quilt? So you can do 3 options of sizes in this machine embroidery version, depending on the stitchable area or the hoop size that you have, whether it's 6 by 10, 8 by 12, or 9 by 14, creates a wall, a little bigger lap, and then a bigger quilt inside the Prim quilt. I'm going to talk you through tips and tricks for each block as we stitch through them, as well as what you need to get ready and to have the best, most professional results that you can have for your Prim quilt. We are so excited to share this series with you, and we're going to kick this off with a Let's Get Ready Today series. So we're going to come on over and I'm going to show you how to get things ready so you're ready to begin when we start stitching block 1. Come on in and join me. All right, so let's begin. What you're going to need is you're going to need your Prim Lori Holt of B.M.I. Bonnet Riley Blake Designs Machine Embroidery USB. You can find that at your favorite local quilt shop or online retailer. We are going to walk through this pattern, but we're going to go through a few other things that we need here as well. Some basic supplies, some stabilizers, we're going to need fabrics. This is what I've downloaded from the website here as well. So the shopping lists. So you can either stitch yours in RBD Basics, which you will always see will be in our Bluebird Blue here, or you can do it in Prim Collection Quilt Shopping List, and it'll be in a different color. We'll walk through those again. This is also something that you're going to find on your USB, and it's called Prim Quilt Block Labels by Lori Holt. And this is just going to help you get really organized as you are getting ready to stitch along. So we'll walk you through how to do that as well. You are going to need your cute cuts and trim it rulers here in the right sizes. I'll show you where to find the sizes that you need in your pattern. I have some design boards here as well. We're going to walk through that. We love to use a Jill Lily pressing pad for pressing our blocks to keep the embroidery nice and full and dense. And then we are going to be using an SF 101 and some other stabilizers here as well. Okay, so let's get started and let's see what we need for beginning. I'm going to open up this pattern and move the other pieces out of the way so we can really focus on what exactly we are working on. So how to read the pattern here, you can just go right off your tablet or your computer, or you can print it out as I have. I am doing this out so that we can work through it together, but it depends how it works best for you. On the very first page, you're going to see that it says choose your project size. Choose your project size. There are 3 sizes to choose from. So it just tells you can do a wall quilt, a lap quilt, or a throw size quilt. These are the finished sizes of the whole quilt, and it's going to require a 6 by 10, 8 by 12, or 9 by 14 stitchable area. That means that your hoop that you are stitching with, there needs to be a 6 by 10 rectangle where it actually can be stitched inside of that for each of these sizes. All right, from there we have a table of contents just so you can find your way around this pattern. This is a page I really encourage you to read. These are steps for success, and it gives you a lot of great information on what to begin with. It says before you can begin, confirm that your embroidery machine can accommodate that stitchable area. We just talked about choosing what size you're going to be doing, that you're labeling and organizing everything. I am going to teach you how to do that using our Prim Lori Holt B.M.I. Bonnet block letter labels. And we're going to cut for accuracy. Needle and fabric prep, so beginning with a new needle for best stitch quality, and our fabric yardage, we're going to talk about that as well. Stitching and trimming, we're going to talk about what we've done in each block to make it easy to stitch and trim using Lori Holt's trim it rulers, her cute cut trim it rulers, and also using a crosshair design included in the block designs, and then all of the materials and stabilizers. Next, if this is your first Riley Blake Design machine embroidery pattern, this is a page that you'll maybe want to print and keep beside you. So this one has all of our general machine embroidery instructions. We have created our patterns so they are very, very graphic, focused, and not a lot of words, because we didn't want to overwhelm you with all these words every time you change a thread color that it has to have a paragraph beside it. So instead, we have done each of these icons and done what they are, and so they are correlated inside of the pattern. If you want to learn more about these icons, we do have a video on the Riley Blake Designs website, YouTube channel, that you can go and listen to how you do each one of these, but go ahead and read them. There's also our abbreviations here, and there's just general information as well. Next, on the next page, this is another sheet you'll probably want, and this is our machine embroidery techniques. So we have designed, again, a word and an image for each one, what this is happening here, because there's only a few things that happen over and over again to make a quilt as beautiful as this in the hoop. We have streamlined them into this many different techniques inside your machine embroidery machine, and you'll be able to know what you are doing based on each of these. If you ever are not sure what a seam stitch is or what a guide outline stitch is, you can come back here and read the definition of how we have designed this. We've put so much thought and care into getting your patterns as perfect as they can be so you have best results. All right, getting ready and prepping. So now you can talk about fabric requirements. We have written this pattern so that is evergreen and is available all of the time in B Basics, in Lori Holt Basics, and also Riley Blake Designs Basics. But I do want to show you a couple of options. If you go to the website under machine embroidery and you go look under machine embroidery and you look under the first tab which says USBs, you will see all of the USBs that we have available right now. You will find in there, if there is a collection version, you will find a different shopping list as well as basics. Basic shopping list will always be in a blue bird color, just so it's like easy and visual to find, and then we'll have a collection in one that feels corresponding. When you open them up, so the quilts, as you can see, look very similar, and we've done that intentionally. When you open them up, you can also see here again that this is in that bluebird, which means basics, and this is in the collection here. You can see that there's a green here and maybe a slightly darker green, pink, and we have everything letter labeled. So every fabric here has been letter labeled, and so that you can follow along and name each of your fabrics. So if you're using basics, or if you're going to be using basics or the Prim collection, or maybe a different fabric, you can easily swap them. So wherever A appears, for example, you'll know that your fabric swatches. My suggestion to you would be to take your fabric collection, lay it out, and just put a little letter label on each one of them so that you know what you are doing with the fabric choices that you have chosen. All right, so we're going to follow the pattern now here. So the pattern has a pink on top. That's what we've chosen here for the actual USB pattern. But this is the basics, same as the basics that are there. And you can see that letter A is C14169 lettuce, a B dots Lillian. Again, this is the basics. So if I'm doing the 6 by 10 size, I'll need a 5-inch square all the way up to a throw size or a lap size. And you can kind of go through there and say. Now, this is a pre-cut friendly. You can see all those 10-inch squares, especially on the 6 by 10 size, but we did want to allocate each one because we know that you want to know exactly where the barn red goes. So we wanted to allocate a letter number for that 10-inch square. But feel welcome to play and mix and match and be scrap happy. All right, as you come on over to the other side, you will see all the other fabrics. We have the shabby, which is the background fabric here, as well as the wide back backing here. And this one is what includes binding also. You can see that we've allocated that it is 10-inch stacker friendly for the wall quilt size, fat 8s and fat quarters for the other sizes. Okay, so once you have your fabrics chosen and you have your requirements that you need, we're going to move on to threads. So what we are doing is we are using one brand of thread to help identify inside the embroidery machine what is happening. However, you can opt to change your thread colors to the thread that you use better, that your machine loves the best. We have a handy machine embroidery conversion chart at Radley Blake Designs under that tab as well. You can go over there and type in this SKU and you ask for which one that you want if you'd like a direct conversion. Next is the notions, and this is important. We don't want to skip this page here. This is something that you are going to want to make sure you have for best results, and we're going to be stitching together with all of them together. So of course you need basic sewing and machine embroidery supplies. We are recommending a 7511 embroidery needle sharp, fusible interfacing like SF101, heavyweight tearaway stabilizer, and no show mesh here. So I want to just call your attention to these icons. Maybe you're not sure what these icons mean. They have a little asterisk right here, and it says to visit here to see what's happening. I've printed that out to show you. So maybe what you want to do is print out this page, which is what we have it on the website. You can cut these out and make your light tearaway, put this icon here. So whenever, throughout the whole pattern, whenever you see, let's say the heavy tearaway, that you'll know that you're to use that stabilizer. It's just a quick, easy reference. We also have a fusible interfacing. If you want to get the same results that Radley Blake has done, we have done RBD recommendations right here of the different brands that we're using and for all of the stabilizers that are color coded. You can find all of that information on the website here. Then like I was saying, you'd like to have a Jill Lily pressing pad. We love this for when we press our blocks so that we don't destroy any of our great cover stitches that we've done. You can have design boards in 10, 14, or 18-inch design boards. Our Lori Holt Cute Cuts Trim It rulers, these are all the ones that you're going to possibly need. We've actually made a chart for you here so that you can see if you're doing the wall quilt, lap, or throw quilt, what Trim It ruler you're going to need for the blocks. So for the wall quilt, you're going to need a 6.5 Trim It ruler, 8.5 or 10.5, corner stars, and the steps. So we've laid it all out nicely here. Again, once you've chosen your size, you'll be able to know exactly what you'll need. We have some paper tape here, batting, of course, curved applique scissors, and stickers for labeling your fabric cuts. Okay, now the fun begins. So this is where you're going to want to take your Prim Lori Holt Be in My Bonnet block labels. This is a picture, so it's a very beautiful visual of what each block is. There's a spot for you to leave notes. Maybe perhaps you want to change these flowers to pink instead of blue, so you can leave yourself a note there or whatever else you'd like to do on there. And I suggest that you cut all of these out. So you cut each one out. Now, as you work through cutting, we're going to use 6x10 to kind of go through here together. You're going to take this lettuce fabric and you're going to cut one 3x3 square for the shaker boxes. So again, you're going to find that shaker box label. You have all your labels placed out and you're going to cut this one 3x3 square of that fabric and place it on there. You're going to continue going through all of the cutting like that. I do want to point out this is really, really important here. So it says important. For extra stability, back all fabrics with this fabric prep icon with a fusible interfacing like SF101. So this is to give any high dense areas just a little bit of extra stability and support from puckering. And so you'll see that that is just here, not on any of the applique, but just on the background SKU. So on that C605 latte that you can see that it says to back it. All right, so I'm just going to show you what I've done here for this block one. So for flag, block one here, these are the two fabrics we're going to need for applique. The rest is thread, and then here is my background piece. I'm doing the 6x10 size, and it's backed with SF101, so it's nice and stable and it's already pressed and ready to go. Now I will mention that we have given it enough fabric here in the background to hoop it. We are recommending that you hoop your background piece, not your applique. You hoop your background piece just so that you have a lot of stability stability all the way around for all of that thread work. But if you are wanting to float this, then you would need a little bit less of that background only. These sizes are really, really close. We've given you 1/2 inch only for trimming on all sides. So that is really nice and tight and easy for you to go ahead. And you're gonna make this for each block. So for each block as you go along. If you have enough design boards, it would be great to line them all out like this. If you don't have all the design boards yet, I'm going to increase my collection as we go. Then I've put them in little bags with a little tape here, and these are the fabrics that I need for the basket block, the shaker block. So I have everything nicely organized and ready to go. We can just sit down and stitch together. It's going to be so much fun. And then I have all my background pieces already prepped and ready to go as well. All right, and then our first block is going to be flag hoop 1, and that is what we're going to begin with on our next video. So these are a few of the things that you need to have the best success that you can have with the Prim stitch along that we are doing at Riley Blake Designs. Don't forget to download your block labels. Don't forget to head over to the website and decide if you are doing the Prim fabric or the basics version here. Basics is always Riley Blake blue, and the collection is in a different one. If there's a collection option, gather your supplies, your stabilizers, and your fabrics and rulers, and we are going to have so much fun together. Thank you so much for being here today. We cannot wait to get started on the Prim machine embroidery stitch along together with you, going block by block. We'd love to see your progress. Please share on social media, tagging Riley Blake Designs, RBD M.E, and sharing all of the wonderful things that you are creating. Come on over to the Riley Blake website as well, and under that machine embroidery tab, you can find your shopping list as well as all kinds of other great information and inspiration photos for the Prim quilt in machine embroidery. We cannot wait to see what you create, and we'll see you again very soon for the next block. See you soon. Bye for now.